Oh, look at that. We got a fresh dusting of snow overnight. I don't think it's going to be enough to keep us out of the field, but I guess we'll find out. Because it's definitely not frozen out here. I'm pretty sure this time I mean it when I say that this is going to be our last day of harvest. We've got about 30 acres to go. Half of it is a test plot, so that will slow us down a little bit there. I should check the oil. This grain cart is still full from last night, so I'm going to run it through the truck here and into the pits, send it up into the wet tank, and then I'm going to load this truck full of dry corn so we can send it to the ethanol plant. That's done. Time for my morning workout. Well, because of the snow and ice, I better run out and check the fields, see what kind of condition the corn is in, make sure we can actually combine. I don't have to do much more looking. That's not gonna work. Good morning, Bethany. Our corn is all wet again. It's we got just enough of a dusting, and I'm out here looking at it, and it's pretty sticky. This is the test plot that we got half done the day that it started snowing, when the weather was really nice. And here we are, dang near 2 weeks later now. And we were planning on taking this out right away this morning, but those plans have changed. This is why we rush. If not for this last 100 acres, we would have been done with harvest 2 weeks ago. But we've got 100 acres that's hanging on, and it never stops snowing long enough to get out there and get it done. Not gonna go. Not gonna go. Not gonna go. Everything's just sticky enough. I wouldn't even bother trying.
Okay.
Morning, Jim. We got just enough of a dusting that our corn is not gonna go this morning. Yeah, so we're gonna just load a couple trucks and take them down to Morris and see what we got, because we got to make room anyway. We got one loaded, Anna. Come here, Anna. Hey, what do you smell? Human tracks? And truck number 2. One of the things we got to watch for when we first start pulling out of bins like this one is for FM, foreign material. Basically dirty corn, ground up corn full of bees wings or gritty corn that's been ground up, and that all ends up in the center. The center is what comes out first. We want to make sure we don't have too much of that in the loads that we're taking, because we get docked for that. So I'm going to climb up here, take a look, and say this is good clean corn. There's definitely no issues here. But eventually that FM that's concentrated in the center of the bin I'm taking out of is going to make its way to the bottom, and it's going to get dirty. And at that point I'm going to stop loading the trucks. I'm going to move that into a different bin where we can blend it off later with good corn, so that we don't have a higher concentration of it in the trucks and get docked. Well, he's moving. Can't tell whether it's going good or not, but he's moving. I guess I'll head to the ethanol plant. 5 to 4, how's it looking out there? Is he there? Dad? Dad? Must be either going really good or really bad. I think he might actually be stopped out there. He doesn't have a radio. Silly me. He doesn't want to answer that either. But he is moving. So I'm going to the ethanol plant. Somebody should wash my windows. That sure is a cute little conveyor, isn't it? Dump a truck in just a couple of minutes. I'll bet that thing costs 10, $20,000. Heavy test weight, good moisture, low FM. Good deal. Look at this guy. Just out for a rip. Apparently he doesn't want to cross. Should we see if we can get his attention? Where are you going? Have a good day. I'm suddenly starving. Can you tell which trailer I just got back with? It's the dirty one. You tripped one.
Is there one tripped?
Yeah. The far right, so at least it's easy to get to.
Okay.
Need some fuel. What did you do? This thing was shiny when we got it.
It was shiny when we
What?
got it.
Saw a buck on the way home.
Did you?
Decent one running in the road ditch next to me.
I had a pelican flying on the road in front of me this morning, and half a mile later I saw a buck running across the field.
Huh.
Pelican flying down the highway.
Pelican flying down the highway.
Yep, we got out of the way when I got closer.
So what happens is this shear bolt, which is designed to break just like that when these teeth spring back too far when we catch a rock, breaks the bolt, which it's good, it's all the way through, so we don't have to hammer half a bolt out, but we probably got to loosen this and get a bolt in there. And the sunshine's coming, so we will be combining hopefully in an hour. At least it's not stuck in there and broke off in there.
Yeah, that is nice. It's not very handy when that happens.
No, it's not. What do you think we do now with Jim gone taking that load? When he gets back, do we go try it right away? He'll be back in an hour or less.
I almost think so. The sun's kind of going to be out in about 3.5 minutes here. The corn stalks will melt off fast because it's already above freezing.
We're short a guy, but yeah, it's not really worth getting another one out here right now.
No, because we got 3 loads on the north quarter, 1 truckload in the cart, that's 2/3 of it.
Right. Got the quad track full of fuel. Got the, what's it called? Shear bolt fixed. Now we're gonna move a truck up a mile north because it should be going to combine soon. And a short time later, now we got truck number 2 up here. It's time to get the combine going. Let's finish corn.
Yeah, let's finish corn is right.
So how many hybrids did you have in there total? 5 to 7. I think I'll head to the north. I'll get empty on the north end and then I'll come back and take these last 8 rows of ends. He says okay. We got 8 rows of ends left here. And then I'm gonna go that way. And then I'm gonna come back here. Just trust me. I know what I'm doing. Some days. Yeah, everything's getting pretty slimy now. It's probably not a bad idea to park it for the moment. It would maybe go up here in the north quarter. Here I sit. Waiting for a grain cart guy. Come on, Jim. I'm just messing with you, Jim. Gotta mess with you. That looks kind of fun, though. Oh, here's Jim. Now he's waiting for me. There are a ton of pheasants in this back corner here.
I think
On the other side of the ditch, I saw more pheasants come out there in the last row than I've seen all year. Last big field is done. On to our, I don't know, 10 or 15 acres of test plot. Tillage seems to be going well on this, where we just combined. Apparently it was not going well on the snow, but it's going good out here. 5 to 7, I'm gonna park on top of the hill here and then I'll jump in with you as you're going by. And we can head back to the yard and grab a pickup so we can go back and get those trucks before we start this plot. We're almost there, Jim.
Don't you think you're going to stay out there for a week?
Well, yeah, that's all I got now. I can't find any other ones. Well, take your pick, Jim.
All right.
I'll bring you right back to get
Yep.
the next one.
So we might as well take the first one, I
I
imagine.
suppose. Jim, my tractor. Can't have anything nice. Look at this. Seems like this is how I started my day. We gotta load the trucks on the road. The cart can stay in the field. It's one of those deals. I hate doing it. All farmers hate doing it, but it is what it is, man. We can't get the trucks in the field.
Good, right there.
We'll do our best. So if you come across this, be a little patient. Give the farmers some time. They don't want to be on those roads any more than you do. Jim's gonna give her a test run here. Make sure he likes it. He's gonna make it work. Did you go to hair and makeup?
I did, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Bethany,
They were able to get me in today.
good. Even with the hair and makeup trailer, as busy as they are, they snuck you in.
They did, yeah.
Well, I've invited you here for the prestigious honor of finishing our Harvest 2020 with us.
I'm pumped.
I'll bet you are. I just want to get it done. If the snow would have waited one day,
One day.
we would have finished like 2 weeks ago.
I know, it's just crazy how fast things change.
We've got 8 rows left of 2020, so it's time now. You got to explain what we're doing here in the test plot.
Well, I am smiling that we
She's
only have
smiling.
8 rows left. It's hard to tell, but
Right, but you are.
yeah. We place these plots where we want to go across at least 3 different soil types. And then
Which is why we put it here, because this is
Right.
an inconsistent, obviously, spot in the field.
right. So different soil types, and then we can, when we do our data sets basically through field view, we can look at how different varieties perform on different soil types.
So the idea is to analyze all the different hybrids individually. And how many of these do you handle in your region?
In my territory, I have about like 12 around there.
And it sounds like I beat James.
Jason, yeah.
Oh, dang it! I messed up his name. Oh, we'll edit that.
Second to, yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah.
I was trying to rip on a buddy.
I'm like,
There it is. Last corn of 2020. Tremendously anticlimactic. Isn't
It was, yeah.
It's really not that exciting at all.
no.
Now we just do tillage and clean a lot. That's it. We're done. It's like just a beautiful evening, Friday evening, and we're done harvesting. So with that, I would like to announce my official retirement from you. I'm just messing with you guys. Wonder if I should just park this in the woods now for the next 11 months. Well, that's over. Anna, we're done. Suppose we go to Florida for a few months. Hey, did you? Oh, in all seriousness, we're quite a ways behind on tillage. We've got a lot of that to do yet. And there's always multiple days worth of cleanup to go through here. The good part is that the weather does sound really nice for the next week at least, and some of this should dry up. We'll be able to wash some stuff, including hopefully the dryer. It's too sloppy to run tillage. Our corn and beans are all gone. We got a little corn in the trucks with the wet bins full. I could run the dryer for 3 hours and make enough room for this corn, or we could do it tomorrow and I could take my wife to the bar for supper. Guess which one I'm choosing?
Thanks for watching.